Yet another article from Screenrant.com. We are going to be doing a response to 15 crazy Boruto fan theories that make too much sense. Oh my god. I know one of these theories. If you can't hear it in my voice, I'm fucking excited. I know one of these theories because somebody sent me this message on Twitter, and holy shit, man. Holy shit. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Let's just jump right into this list because I know this is just going to be hilarious. So, number 15. Okay, so Kawaki is the reincarnation of Madara. FYI, this isn't the theory that I got in the email. So let's see. Many fans have speculated that Kawaki is the reincarnation of Madara. Madara did want peace in this world, and though he didn't go about it in the most heroic way, it was ultimately his plan. During his quest, Madara proved himself adapted, coming back from grace and from rewriting his demise by reviving himself. Therefore, among all the other theories about Kawaki's origin, this one isn't so far-fetched, except the manga debunked this. When was this written? April 2011. So the Kawaki chapter where it was revealed that Kawaki was sold to Kara by his father, that hadn't come out yet, so I'll give you a pass. But after all, Momoshiki made it clear to Boruto that his dojutsu would be his undoing. If his dojutsu consists of chakra in of itself, then Kawaki wanting to destroy Boruto makes all the more sense. Meanwhile, Madara saw the destructive force of chakra, though his own force, and through his own years of battling with the Uchiha clan. I don't fully agree with that. That's been debunked. Now right here, Naruto will pass away at some point in the series. I do think that this is possible, and as you guys know, I've done a few videos talking about the possibility, so I agree with this one. This makes a lot of sense. Either Naruto passes away or Naruto gets sealed away somewhere, which I think would be a better alternative. Having Naruto sealed away and taken out of the story for an extended period of time, it gives us a true sense of conflict, because Naruto being there, he could just zip in and whoop whoever the main bad guy's ass, and then go back, eat a couple of ramen bowls and cream pie Hinata, and give Boruto another little brother or sister. So I mean, I kinda agree with this. Now right here, Kawaki is Naruto's biological son. I've heard Kawaki being a clone of Naruto and Sasuke. Kawaki being Naruto's biological son. I don't see it. When you look at the designs, they don't even look like they share similar features. Unless you're telling me that Naruto used a Shadow Clone gangbang and had an orgy and ended up fucking some random fodder woman, I don't see how this is possible. So let's look at this. Naruto introduces Orochimaru, the student of the third Hokage, who has two major goals. He wants to know every single secret in the ninja world, and he wants to become immortal so that he has time to learn all these secrets. Orochimaru is known for being able to manipulate DNA cells. Therefore, many fans have theorized that Orochimaru stole some of Naruto's DNA and created a clone of him, which Orochimaru then could use to his own bidding. I mean, the Anbu, after the Infinite Tsukuyomi was released, did steal some of Naruto and Sasuke's DNA, but that shit was shut down in the Sakura Hiden novel because they're trying to create the Tail Beast drug, which I've done a video explaining that. Knowing Orochimaru is extremely intelligent and has had similar schemes in the past, this theory seems incredibly likely, except the fact that after Sasuke was released from prison, Orochimaru was kept under very tight surveillance. So I don't see how Orochimaru could have done that, given the fact that he's being watched like a hawk. I don't agree with that. And you have to look at this. Orochimaru has made the Sound Village a respectable village now. So at this point, Orochimaru's motives are completely different. I don't see how that shit was possible. So, number 12. Kawaki wants to destroy Boruto's revenge against Naruto. That's a bullshit theory. That's a bullshit theory. Okay. When Boruto and Kawaki first meet, they face off against one another at the remains of the Hokage Rock. The Hokage Rock is almost entirely destroyed, and many fans have theorized that its destruction relates to the conflict between the two warriors. That's possible. I agree with that part. Some fans believe that Kawaki is out to get Boruto because he seeks revenge. What the fuck did Naruto do? Eat the last bowl of ramen at Ichiraki Ramen Shop? What the fuck did he do to him? Fans have speculated that Kawaki might be a survivor of the 4th grade ninja war. Ooh, this might be good. Hold on. With Naruto nowhere to be seen, maybe Kawaki did away with him and now plans to go full circle by doing away with Boruto as well. Perhaps Kawaki is the one responsible for the destruction of Konoha. You didn't say anything about him being a survivor of the 4th grade ninja war. Like, maybe Kawaki ends up being like orphaned or some shit because of the ninja war and blames Naruto for it. That would add some credence to it, but the problem is we know his origin story. To an extent, his father sells him to the car organization. So that doesn't completely add up, but again, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You wrote this article before that chapter came out. Now, the shinobi are already corrupted. Now, the shinobi alliance is very thin. If you go back to the Boruto Hidden Mist field trip arc, one of the things you get is you have Mei and you have Chojuro who are meeting with Shino, and they're talking about how the feudal lord of the land of water is going to push them for war if the conflict that's going on doesn't get resolved, and that the two villages could be at war yet again. So there exists the possibility of war because in the Naruto series, the feudal lords are over the different Kage. They have the final say so when it comes to things like going to war. So I can kind of see this. So this isn't a bad one. This isn't a bad theory. Now, right here, the markings on Boruto's arms are curse marks. That was also revealed. That's actually his karma seal, and that is activated whenever certain things happens. And you know, I'm not going to go into complete spoilers on this because the Boruto anime should be adapting this in the future. So I mean in the future, sometime this year. So I'm not going to spoil that for the anime only viewers. So let's just jump ahead. The tailed beast will reappear. This is kind of possible. The tailed beast, a lot of you guys have asked me where the tailed beast in the Naruto series, and I don't know if maybe you're watching Naruto Shippuden, or maybe you just skipped ahead to Naruto versus Sasuke, or you didn't read the manga. But one of the things that was kind of pointed out in that is that Naruto has bits and pieces of the chakra for each of the tailed beasts, and the Sage of Six Paths asked Kurama to stay inside of Naruto because he wanted the other tailed beasts to be able to use Kurama as a gateway to where anytime they need to speak to each other, they could just use the chakra that Naruto has inside of him. That way they stay in constant communication. So if another war were to break out, say the members of Kaguya's clan invade the Naruto world, in theory, because Naruto has some of their chakra and is in communication with the different tailed beasts, you could see Naruto basically fucking summon the 9-tailed beasts to help fight off the members of Kaguya's clan. So that is possible. That's not a bad theory. Now let's look at that to say here. Kawaki is from the oh shit. See, this is the whole Toby is Sasuke from the future shit all over again. That was a really popular theory back when Naruto was running weekly, when everybody had their theories about who the fuck Toby was. And one of the ones that a lot of people hung their hat on was that there was time travel, and that was Sasuke's other Mangekyo Sharingan ability, and that this was going to be the big reveal that Sasuke came from the future to stop Naruto. Like, shit. That's so fucking unoriginal. Like, that's so fucking unoriginal. Let's see what they gotta say. So, though space-time hasn't been explored in great detail in Boruto yet, there is an instance when Boruto activates his Jogan and teleports himself to an unknown dimension. Many fans believe that if Boruto is able to do this with his Jogan, then other ninja are probably able to do this in some capacity as well. For example, Orochimaru possesses the jutsu of the space-time continuum, which allows him to time hop. Is that in filler? I don't recall that. Was that in filler? I don't recall that. Somebody let me know down in the comment section. I don't recall that. So because of this, some fans have theorized that Kawaki might have used this jutsu to escape from a post-apocalyptic era. Okay, so that's been debunked in the Boruto manga chapter, I think chapter 24, that had Kawaki's origin stories. That's been debunked. Kawaki is an experiment of Orochimaru. That's also been debunked because the Car organization's been experimenting on him, and in particular the Car leader Jigen is the one who's responsible for this. So I don't agree with that. Oh. Kawaki is Boruto and Sarada's son. Oh shit. I knew about this shit. Like, that was in the tag for this shit. I knew about this. Oh shit. That does not make this any less of a bullshit ass theory. Okay, hold on. Even if we didn't have Jigen, right? Even if we didn't see Jigen purchase Kawaki from his father, right? Even if that didn't happen, that is so bad. That is so bad. That is like really bad. Holy shit. So they gotta say, this theory is a bit more crazy than it's a lot more crazy than the others, but it relates to the concept of time travel in the Naruto and Boruto universe. Some fans have theorized that Kawaki is Boruto and Sarada's son from the future. So if he's going back to the past to fight his father, does he essentially want Boruto to die so he can abort himself? Is that what you're gonna say? That's what would happen by most time travel theories, unless you kind of, go into the more complex things where basically it creates alternate timelines. But is that what you're saying? Let's see. They believe that Kawaki has come back to stop Boruto and the rest of the shinobi world from destroying the world, which is why he's fighting his father. If Kawaki resembles both Naruto and Sasuke, the same can be said for Boruto and Sarada. The hair color and facial features resemble their fathers. Fans have also found a way to explain how Kawaki was able to travel to Boruto's timeline from the future, a space-time jutsu. After seeing the destruction caused by Boruto's chakra, as Momoshiki predicted, and the shinobi in his timeline, Kawaki chose to confront Boruto to end the threat of chakra before the world in the future is destroyed for good. So, this is where you have to differentiate between theories and fan speculation. This borders on it. A good theory would be taking Momoshiki's line about how Boruto's eyes are going to cost him everything, and then looking at what we know in the Boruto series as well as different things that are incorporated in Naruto, and then to say, this is what I think will happen based on this. There is no indication that Kawaki is from the future. There's no indication that Kawaki is here because of that. Now, if you want to say that there's something wrong with Boruto's chakra and that that's ultimately what ends up happening, that's really good. But again, you have to show how Kawaki has some type of space-time ninjutsu. You have to show that. So again, that's bordering on it. That's bordering. That's more of a guess. That's not a theory. There's a big difference. So I mean, that's right there. But I mean, that's still pretty fucking hilarious that he's from the future and he's Boruto and Sarada's kid. Like, just as a side note, right? You know Sarada probably got some angry pussy. That's some angry kitty cat right there. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, she got that Sharingan activated and shit. She can foresee movements, probably know which direction Boruto's getting ready to stroke when he's deep inside of her, man. Like, fuck out of here. So, Kawaki is just a vessel. That's been explained in the Boruto manga, and I think chapter 25. It is chapter 25. That's been explained. Kawaki, I'm I'm not gonna spoil that. So right here, Boruto is bound to surpass Naruto. That might trigger some people, but there is some credence to that, because 12-year-old Boruto, or now 13-year-old Boruto, is more skilled than his father was at that age, but he doesn't have the same chakra size. So if you say Boruto's going to surpass Naruto in terms of skill, absolutely. He knows 3 changes in chakra nature at the age of 13, and hell, even before that, like before the Chunin exams. And Naruto didn't know any. So I mean, he's on path in that instance. He's had some Hyuga training, so he knows the gentle fist when it comes to taijutsu. And Neji was absolutely demolishing Naruto in their taijutsu battle. So that in itself, and the fact he's training with Sasuke, you could say that Boruto will surpass Naruto in terms of skill. So right here, chakra could be potentially the destruction of the ninja world. I like that theory, so let's see what they got to say. Just off of this, I like that. Oh, Naruto ended with Naruto and the surviving shinobi learning to understand and better control their chakra. This was a major problem for the series. Naruto's inner battle with the Nine-Tailed Fox caused him and Konoha constant problems. While Naruto and Sasuke learned to control their powers, a lot of other people held skewed and negative beliefs about the Tailed Beast and the Uchiha clan. That's true. In Boruto has his Jogan in his right eye, which allows him to sense dark auras and chakra that nobody else can see. That's also true. While Boruto uses his chakra and Jogan to help his friends, he's also utilized them to cheat and flaunted them irresponsibly. That's true. Momoshiki even predicted that Boruto's eyes would take everything from him because of this. Some fans have theorized that Boruto's untamable powers will cause the ultimate destruction of the shinobi world. That's not a bad theory, because think about what I just said. A good theory is taking information that already exists in the series and taking new information that you have and seeing how they work together and kind of formulating your theory around that. That's not a bad theory. I actually like that one. I'll be honest with you, I hadn't even considered that possibility. I'm more along the lines that the ninja tools will be what caused the destruction of the shinobi world, which I have a video on that coming later on. I'm still in the process of editing it. I've recorded the video, but I haven't finished editing the video yet. So I'm more of the lines of thinking that the ninja weapons tools will cause this destruction, not necessarily chakra, but that would be a good way to kind of end the series, and in a way kind of get us back to what the Sage of Six Paths wanted, which is chakra was supposed to be used as a way to kind of help and understand people, not necessarily for war. So I like that. So right here, Kara's technological obsession will be the shinobi world's undoing. I like that. That's actually one of the points I'm making in my theory video about technology. So I like that one right there. So right here, Boruto's Jogan destroyed Naruto and Konoha. That would be some really dark shit. If Naruto's spinoff, or excuse me, its continuation Boruto was not in Shonen Jump, I would agree. It's running in the monthly edition, but it's a shonen. That's too dark for a shonen. I don't see that happening. Now, if this was something along the lines of something like Tokyo Ghoul or Attack on Titan, then I could see this. And I mean, I do think that Boruto will be a tragic hero, but I don't think that they're going to be going this route. Now, right here, this is the same theory kind of rehashed, but there's something to be said about this one. So let's see what they got to say, right? Momoshiki tells Boruto that he's bound to lose everything because of his eyes, or in the case of Boruto, because of his right eye. However, many fans have wondered how this would be possible. In Naruto, one of the biggest threats that Naruto had to face was the Nine-Tailed Fox sealed inside of him. I like where this is going, which he was unable to control. Many fans believe that Boruto's eye will cause similar issues, and ultimately Boruto will have to learn to understand and control his Jogan. When the series begins, Boruto's about to face Kawaki in battle, and we see Konoha destroyed. While fans have speculated that this was Kawaki's doing, others have theorized that the destruction will be caused by Boruto's Jogan. However, Boruto could have easily taken out Naruto with his Jogan. The only problem is that Kawaki said, "I'll send you where I sent the 7." So unless you're saying that Kawaki, because his Karma Seal and Boruto's Karma Seal are connected, and somehow that ends up triggering Boruto's Jogan, unless you're saying that that's what happened, I don't completely agree with this theory, but I get where you're going with on this. I mean, this wasn't a bad list. I'd say the most outrageous one would be the time travel, and Kawaki is Boruto and Sarada's son. I think that's the most outrageous one. So this wasn't completely bad, but at the same time, some of these is like, what the fuck, man? Like, but again, you got to give some, leeway. This article was written on April 11th, and the Kawaki chapter, I think that came out in the end of April, early May, where we find out the origins of Kawaki. So the writer on this kind of just jumped the gun. Who's this? Andrew Dominguez. This wasn't too bad. So let me know which of these theories that you think makes the most sense and why you think it makes the most sense. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching. And also, if you have any more articles that you want me to do, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter or hit me up on the Facebook account. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day.